So from Costa Rica, the co-founder of Malpensando, let's give a huge round of applause to Stephan Dyer!
Buenas noches, buenas noches. My name is Stephan Dyer, and I am Costa Rican. Or as most people call us, Mexican. I don't know what it is, but if you speak Spanish in Canada, in North America, people think you're Mexican, and I love it. Where are you from?
Ecuador.
You're from Chihuahua. Maybe you speak Spanish, you're Mexican. Ladies and gentlemen, I became a dad this pandemic. Thank you very much. It's been a big change. I love being a dad, but it's very hard dealing with the miscommunication of my toddler. You know, dads, we call them toddlers now. We talk in months these days. My boy has 26.5 months. His name is Liam. He owns the place. He thinks he's the boss. And I was really excited because my dad told me, oh my God, it's going to be beautiful. You're going to be able to talk, go play soccer by the time he's like a year and a half. And I'm like, let's see. I'm kind of excited. I'm like, Liam, vamos al parque. He's like, I'm like, no, Liam, let's go to the park. I'm like, it's not really working out. We get invited to these this children's parties from the daycare, and we're sitting in a circle with the parents, the children, and there's this lady. Her name is Karen, and she's like, did you know that toddlers, by the time they're 22 months, they're supposed to say 50 words fluently and use them in sentences? My baby Kyle says 75 words already. What about Liam? And I'm looking at Liam, he's like, I couldn't let him die. I was like, Karen, you know what? It's Spanish. I can't let my son die, bro. And she's like, oh really, full sentences? I'm like, yeah, the doctor says he's gifted. Latinos in the house. I was gonna start swearing like this is like a reggaeton video or something, but I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. Oh my God, it's hard. Dealing with other parents is hard. But then, a lot of people think that it's not going to change you. A lot of people think like, dude, if you're a great guy, you're just going to be a great guy after you're your dad. If you're an asshole, you're going to be an asshole after you're your dad. But no, it does change you. You know, a lot of adults, when they become parents, they start using a baby voice. Total loser move. But ever since I became a dad, I'm talking like a baby all the time. Especially when my wife and my baby were all in the same house. At our place, I've started talking to my wife in a baby voice for no apparent reason. The other night we were changing Liam's diapers, and I was like, baby, you're very calm right now. And my wife next to me was like, yes, Daddy, because I already ate. I was like, what's going on? It's like we're communicating indirectly through the baby in a baby voice. I was like, well, let's continue. Baby, are you gonna go to bed early tonight? My wife is like, depends. I'm like, depends on what? She's like, if we're gonna use this time to give me a baby brother, Daddy. I'm like, there's no money to give you a baby brother. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, daycare in Toronto is $2,000 a month. She's like, well, if Daddy wouldn't have quit his full-time job to tell jokes for a living, we wouldn't be able to have sex in this house. I'm like, this escalated quickly. You want to go outside? and talk about this. It changes you, man. It changes you. Danny, are you a dad? Never become a dad. No. I'm kidding. Is she your wife? Oh my God, that was awkward. Have babies because Alejandro is a great guy. You know, it also changes the mother as well. I mean, I didn't believe that the sixth sense existed until my wife became a mother. Because when she goes to bed, the sixth sense wakes up, my friends. It's crazy. Communication kind of decreases, you don't talk a lot, but it doesn't matter because she knows everything anyways. When she goes to bed, she's like, I don't like you to go in the bed with a laptop, because Venezuelans can't say laptop. They say laptop, 2 consonants and their brain explodes. I don't like you when you go into the bed at night with a laptop because the light of the laptop wakes me up. And I'm like, what do you mean the light of the laptop wakes you up? The light doesn't sound. Well, I perceive it. Don't go into the bed with the laptop. I don't care. I go into the bed with the laptop at 11:30, and as I'm opening it, she's like, bed that way. I'm opening it this way. As I open it, she's like, How does she know? Get out of the bedroom! I told you! So I go out of the bedroom. My responsibility is to put the dishes in the dishwasher. I forget all the time. So I'm putting the dishes in the dishwasher, but she can't say dishwasher either. In the dishwasher. The plates, the cups, the Tupperware, and all of a sudden she's like, don't put the Tupperware in the dishwasher because it melts! I'm like, how does she know? I run to the bedroom, I open the door, and she's like, what? They know everything! Is it just a Latina thing? Do Asian women do that too? Yeah, she's like, yeah, and the guy's like, don't ask me, she knows. It is hard. It is hard. Being a Latino immigrant is very hard because you get lost in translation all the time. I mean, I secretly enjoy when I see newcomer Latinos come to Canada because they suffer with the English like we did at the beginning. We get lost in translation all the time. I have this Venezuelan friend, his name is Henry. Came, very sad story, so it'll end up really good. You can laugh. You can laugh. Starts very sad. Got kidnapped in Venezuela. Express kidnapping for 24 hours. Outside of his house, 4 guys with AK-47s kidnap him. After 24 hours, they pay the ransom. And with that case, he's able to come to Canada as a refugee. The 4 guys kidnapped him. Came first week in Canada. I met him at a party. He's telling us a story in Spanish, and then the worst nightmare to an immigrant. You're telling a story in Spanish, and then a Canadian walks in and is like, hey, bro, can you translate? Oh my God, I've been telling this for like 13 minutes. I can barely speak English. You want me to translate? And the guy's like, chamo, ¿cómo le digo que me raptaron? ¿Cómo le digo que me raptaron? They kidnapping, raptar. How do I tell que me raptaron? Raptar. How do you say raptaron in English? Raptar. Well, they raped me. They raped me. The Canadian guy was like, oh my God. Who raped you? He's like, 4 guys. 4 guys. Oh my, what happens in Venezuela, man? How did they rape you? With guns. They raped me. 4 guys with guns. With AK-47s, they raped me. Venezuela is crazy, man. And then what happened? And he's like, I pay them. Insane, man. But you should all go to Latin America. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. That is my set.